Look who's back, our friend Burke Watts of Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. So great to see you.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
I love learning something new. Every time you're here, I learn something new.
Good.
I love my house, but there's also things I can't do to my house.
It's part of it. We all deal with it.
You know what? That's why we need Helitech.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm curious, what are the causes of foundation settlements, and how can I, help avoid them?
Okay, so excellent question. So for us here, throughout the Midwest, the biggest issue we run into is just the clay soil around our house causes so much damage. And what happens is we have what's called a cohesive clay. And so what that means is it gathers water and it swells up. And then as that water dissipates, then it shrinks. And what that does is then obviously creates force up and down on your home's foundation, thus starting to cause it to move a little bit, create cracks, and make it move. And so that's why we're around, and that's why we've been doing it since 1987.
Right, we're the pros. But I'm curious, so for example, at my current house, when I first bought it, there was a two-car garage that the slab was like, you couldn't even park in there, it was so bad.
Sure.
Is that because of the soil here in Missouri?
Absolutely. And so what happens is, especially here in the Ozarks, we've got, so much thin rock, right, that's so close, so that water can't soak all the way down into the soil quick enough, and so that clay is just swelling up and shrinking, swelling up and shrinking, and that moves that. So think about what it was doing with slabs in your garage, right, which aren't really attached to anything. It's doing the same thing to your foundation footing as well, and so if that footing is not installed properly and deep enough, then that's where you start to see cracks in the outside of your home and start to see foundation problems.
So I'm curious, though, when do I need to start worrying about when I see a crack?
Yeah, I think every home's going to have cracks in it. There's really no way around it, right? And so the big thing is, do you see that crack changing seasonally, right? Is it moving during the different seasons? When we get really wet, does it seem to tighten up? And then when it gets dry in the summer months, does it shrink away again? That's when you're really, you've got something that's actively moving and that should be addressed at that point.
So then I'm sure Helitech, your professionals know what to do in that case to help decrease or increase what's happening with the soil.
Absolutely. So we have several different processes, but the first thing is getting a good inspection done. And when our guys come out, we actually set up a laser surveying transit, and we'll shoot the elevations of your home to be able to say, okay, assuming the house was built perfect when it was done, we say, okay, this has dropped this much, this has settled over here a little bit, let's address these things, and then we come up with the right plan of repair. That's the one thing with us is we don't just say, here's one thing we do and this is all we do. We say, what's wrong with your home? How can we best repair it? And we go from there.
Okay, so if somebody wants a consultation, maybe have you come out, inspect, and they've seen something, they're not quite sure what to do, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Best thing you can do, should be a little QR code right on the screen. You scan that, that'll take you right to our website, or you can call our 800 number at 800-246-9721, and that'll get you to one of our Helitech reps, and they'll be able to help you, walk you through the process, what the next steps are, and how we can help heal your home.
Hey, he just said it, heal your home with Helitech. Thanks so much, Burke.
Appreciate it.